Welcome to This Is the Day, Monday edition. Drew Crisp.
What up? Bo Chansey in the hizzy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. What hizzy?
What? This hizzy.
This, and your hizzy.
Yep. Absolutely.
Rizzy.
For Rizzy. Bo gave you a what up.
What up?
When's the last time you heard a what up?
What up?
I like it. Because people like transition to the what's up.
No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
What up?
Strong D on that.
You want that D?
What
What
up?
up?
What up?
I like this one too. Can I get a what? What?
What?
Can I get a big what?
Bigger what?
Can I get a little bitty baby what? Can we get a what?
What?
Put a what in.
Please.
What?
Yep. And spell it however you wish. W-H-A-T, or maybe it's a W-A-W-T. Just WAT. W-A-T?
I said what?
Oh, what?
Let's get a what?
Do not spell it however you wish. Spell it specifically how it needs to be spelled.
I don't know. You're coming in all willy-nilly with the what's. I mean, I was providing a lot of direction there.
A lot of structure.
Big, little, kind of normal what. And
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's it. We want this Monday to be structured, intentional. It has a direction.
Well, when there is structure and intentionality and direction, then there's freedom.
Yeah.
And really, a lot of times people think that's confining, and but no, there's freedom in that. There's guardrails. There's movement,
Yeah.
and activity, and I think that's good.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. What I often think about is, stop signs and lights,
How dare you impose on my personal liberties?
Right, it's like, well, if that wasn't there, it would be chaos. Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm very upset.
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
No. We have personal liberty to say what today. I'm excited about that.
Exercise your right.
Yes.
For free speech.
Free speech.
That's the way to do it too. What? What?
Yep.
Okay. I used to do it with my kids when they were little.
And you would do the big and the little?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we go all over the place. What? They're always down with it. Never once. And then they hit that age where I don't know what age it was, but it's like they kind of just rolled their eyes at me.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, it's
Okay.
the what's over.
The what's over.
Yeah.
I'll what all the time.
Yeah, I know that.
And I'm also thinking about other variations, like, can I get a southern what, Can I get a, just keep adding to it, Can I get a Motown what? I don't know. That was my Motown what.
Okay. Interesting.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe you'll write a little song.
Okay.
Yeah.
The what song?
The what song. Maybe we'll do it together. Not at the desk.
Yeah.
Maybe offline.
Offline.
We'll work on that. Remember that song, What Does the Fox Say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this could be bigger than that. Yeah, Baby Shark, nothing compared to the what song.
The what song?
It's a call and response song.
Oh, my
Yeah, I think we'll
goodness.
dominate the game.
I think you have something here.
Yeah.
Do we have something in here? Do we have something? I think I need people to confirm that what I'm feeling is true here. I think we have something.
Okay.
I was like, then I'm out.
Yeah, if people want it, I'm.
No.
Don't you want to go viral?
Nope.
I really don't. I
Not this
do,
year.
though, want to read our verse of the day.
Absolutely.
It's really good. So, verse of the day. From Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3, it says, "The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good." I'll read it again. "The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good."
Okay.
What jumps out at you there?
Well,
Crisp.
we're taking, human characteristics and placing them to the God figure eyes. So these eyes that perceive and see, that's an interesting concept, that this deity would be concerned with what humans are doing and is seeing what they're doing, and then begins to make a value judgment on whether it's wicked or good. It's just an interesting proverb to begin to think about, the eyes of the Lord are looking and determining the wicked and the good.
Well, it's a scriptural question.
Yeah.
There, what is man or humanity that you're mindful of us, God, that we are on your minds. But we are his creation, and we are created by God in his image.
Yeah.
We are created with eternity in mind. We're created by God to be in a relationship with God. We're created in love. And so God is intimately involved with his creation, and his eyes are on the wicked and the good. So he sees us. And I think that's an important thing, you know. Like, we can't hide from God. There's other places in Scripture where it talks about where are you going to hide from God?
Yeah.
You're going to outrun God? You're going to find a place God can't go? Or, you know, what are we going to do? But yet that's kind of the nature of sin. When Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, the one command, you know, do not eat from this one tree. And they did. And so when God was walking in the garden, they were hiding. And God's like, why are you hiding from me? Because we're naked. You know, and God says, well, who told you you're naked? Did you eat from this tree? And that's the thing. Like, our sin exposes some things that are shameful, and so we want to hide from God. But you can't. I mean, you can't. He sees, and he still loves. His love doesn't move from that. But so, you know, for me, as I read that the eyes are everywhere, you know, it's like, well, God is watching.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about that a lot on This Is the Day. God is watching. And that has been used, I think, a lot in terms of, hey, remember, God's watching you. Like, don't mess up, don't do anything bad. But he's also watching you when we obey, when we share his love, when we're generous and compassionate and gracious and merciful. God is watching. Yeah. He's watching everywhere, including, you know, Facebook.
No.
Twitter.
What?
Instagram.
No. Everything on the internet, God can't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, no, he's got it. Yeah.
What? Oh, my word.
I know, right?
When you were saying that, it kind of reminded me of the song, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we have that view that God is like watching and seeing when we're going to mess up next. And it's like, no, hold on. I think we have a wrong view of who God truly is. Like,
well, I think, but that's still a right view.
It's still a right view,
he sees, and
it's not a complete.
Yeah, we're not hiding anything from him. We're not tricking God. We're not fooling him. It's not like, it's kind of like making deals with God. You know, like, hey, God, I'll do what you want. You know, and then, you know, like, with our fingers crossed or something. He knows the attitudes of our hearts. He sees everything. He sees all the things that we're feeling and what we will do. I mean, so it's relationally. It can be a little. I mean, that song that you were singing, I wrote about it in this, the first book I ever wrote. I'm Gonna Light Myself on Fire was the name of the book, and the book was really it was unpacking identity, but the frustrations that come from being God's creation and relating to this all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing God. And so this very thing was kind of unpacked in there. Like, once you start digging into that, and you're like, back off. You know? No, I'm glad he doesn't. And, you know, but you can come through that. Like the Psalms sometimes will come through, you know, hey, God, what is this? And why are you doing that? Okay. But then the psalmist will then end up in a place of going, okay, but God, you're right and you're good and I trust you. But if we never deal with those frustrations, then, or kind of the reality of what that can be, is like, maybe like, hey, God, I'd like a little space. And God's like, no, you don't get space. You know, I am. You know, that's not even a possibility. Now he gives us freedom to choose, which is, you know, necessary for that relational component. But it can be a little frustrating.
I am deeply encouraged with what you say by way of we can push through. We don't have to. There's something beyond just the shirking of like, okay, God, stop. If we push through that, the intimacy that we can have with our Father when we actually sit down and begin to listen to His instruction and His wisdom and His words, and that's great encouragement. You know.
Yeah, because if not, if we don't have that kind of intellectual integrity, relational integrity, and we just start pretending. That one of the things that happens there is very common is when I believe that when we're pretending, we become pretentious. And so what can happen within the church, the family of God, is if we're pretending like everything's hunky-dory and fine and dandy, and there are no frustrations, or there's things about God like we don't understand. And there's a whole movement out there all the time that's just like, oh, here's something about God that I don't understand and I can't necessarily reconcile. So I'm going to make up something that fits my narrative. It's very pretentious, very pretentious, as opposed to saying, okay, here's this thing that is revealed about God in Scripture that I don't know how that is reconciled with love and grace and mercy and the cross of Jesus. But I'm going to allow that tension to be there and not just kind of, write it off or sweep it away or make something else up. And there's integrity in that, intellectual integrity, relational integrity, actual love for God and for people. And so I'm real. I read all kinds of things in Scripture where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna in my mind I can go, well,
Yeah.
Instead, I'm like, no, I'll just be.
Yeah.
That can just be.
Yeah.
His ways are higher than mine, and I don't necessarily know how to and don't want to explain that away.
Yeah. That you can live within that tension. Those things can mutually exist, and that's wisdom.
That's the beauty of the relational dynamic, is God is unchanging yet ever revealing. And so if you got it all figured out, I mean, there's no life in that relationship with God.
Right.
If everything's all figured out, there's no life there, because he is unchanging. So we don't have it all figured out. And we see in part and we know in part, but there will be a time where we see in full, where there is no veil, there's nothing in the way, and we'll see his glory. And that's heaven, by the way, not, all these other Disneyland heaven scenarios and other garbage we make up, to talk about how wonderful heaven is. No, the beauty of heaven is to behold God in his glory with no barrier between you and him or us and anyone else. That's, I think, the real beauty there.
To pretend leads us to pretentiousness is, there's so many things here that I could just this is so good.
Yeah, I was kind of just wrestling with that lately, a lot of because I know my own propensity for being pretentious, of course. And it comes from some form of pretending, And so then once you start pretending, then you got to defend it. Yeah, and keep everybody at arm's length, and don't get too close. Don't poke holes in my pretending. And if you do, something's really wrong with you. How dare you? You're doing it wrong. Yeah. That's the other thing. Religion is real big on that. You're doing it wrong. Here's the right way to worship. Here's what worship looks like. You use these songs at these times in these places, and you say these words in this format. It's like, wow, okay, that's really limiting.
Yeah. Once you've been coming here 35, 40 years, it'll start making sense.
Yeah. Once we get you fully indoctrinated in, as opposed to really the relationship with Jesus is so liberating and releases us. Into the wild to live free and for his love to move through us to other people.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
My word.
And there's structure there, as we talked about at the beginning.
Yep.
That God's commands are for us, not against us. He does give us clear parameters, but we're free to go and live and express that in ways that glorify and honor God. Yeah. And if we don't, actually, we're missing out.
That's true.
Right on.
Out of a proverb, Bo. This is gonna be a good week. Oh, this is gonna be a good week. Oh,
that's fun. Verse of the day.
Yep.
Hey, we have some good news.
I know it.
Yesterday at our Bedford outpost, we had 7 baptisms.
That's fantastic.
Yesterday, we have a picture.
Oh my word!
Check this out.
Look at that.
7 people. And this is no small thing. 7 people got up out of seats.
Yep.
And made a walk down an aisle.
Yep.
And made a public, declaration through their baptism that they wanted to follow Jesus.
Yeah.
And go all in.
You're right. No small feat.
That is no small thing. That is a huge deal. And so we had 9 people last week. Through all our outposts who were baptized, and 6 the week before. So things are, God's moving in our physical locations of the buildings where we are having currently one worship service: Brandon, Vermont, Manchester, Bedford, and Concord.
Yeah.
People are coming and they're making decisions to follow Jesus.
Yeah. In this series, Connect 4, we're talking, a lot about this connecting to you, God, people, mission. And so it's no surprise to me that when we begin to talk about what does it look like to connect, this gift of baptism that we've been given in Scripture, people are like, yeah, if this is, I'm honestly been talking with God and trying to wrestle with this, and like if this is the next step, then I'm in, and so I'm excited about that continuing in this series, and even more so like encouraging people, if you haven't taken that step, absolutely, we want to be here to support that, celebrate that, partner with you in that. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And and online as well, there's all kinds of ways that we're connecting with people, and people are making decisions, and God is definitely moving across all these platforms in ways that we can connect to Him, to one another, and to His mission. But what is interesting about the Outpost, the physical locations, is I don't think it's any small thing either that people are getting up and putting clothes on and getting out the door and driving and parking and coming into a building. That's no small thing,
right?
And the reason is because there's a desire for some kind of physical connection in that space, and so those things are happening. I mean, somewhat limited right now due to some of the restrictions that are still in place, which is fine. But it is happening and will continue. And so when that's a need and a desire, we're here.
Yeah.
When online, works and is meeting your needs and is helping connect you to God, we're here.
We're here.
And so I love that about MCC. Like, in no way, shape, or form are we pushing, hey, get to an outpost, get to an outpost. This is where it's really happening. No, it's really happening everywhere.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
But it is also happening on our outposts, which is fun.
Can I, just because I think you'll enjoy this, I overheard a phrase yesterday, kind of towards the end. People were kind of leaving the building, and I heard someone say, okay, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to be loitering. Someone said that. She said the word loitering, and it just made me laugh.
That's funny.
I'm not supposed to be loitering.
Not supposed to loiter. Yeah, it is. But people aren't in a rush either.
I know.
Once you get to a place, kind of committed for the day.
I'm here. Yeah.
So like even during all those baptisms, they're kind of at the end of the service.
Yeah.
Most people don't leave the room until the baptisms are over. They're watching and clapping, and it's pretty special.
It is special.
So.
That's so good.
Yeah, it used to be back, say 5 years ago, it was, as soon as you pop that communion wafer and juice, it's like
you do like the turn in your seat. You're like, can I?
It's like being in school and you're packing up. Yeah. The bell did not ring.
We got 10 minutes of class, guys.
Don't pack up. But like
backpacks on in your chair.
Yep. But like as soon as communion was over, it was like 30% of the room would leave. Like before the last song, because you got to get out.
I'm gonna warm up the car, honey.
Got to get on with the day. Well, in the transition, that's
No, it's which is beautiful that we're kind of slowing it down, and
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean both. It was okay the other way. I was never like upset or bothered by it. I'm like, okay, this is. I know people are navigating that, but it's different now. Yeah. And it was different pre-COVID.
Yeah.
That shift had already happened. I was calling people around me in the lobbies and going, watch, nobody will leave until the last song is over, and nobody would. Like total shift.
Yeah.
Had already happened. You get to an outpost, you want to hang out. It's fine. So we want to make use of that too.
Yeah.
Figuring it out. I don't know.
Loiter on.
Okay. Speaking of loitering, this. I wish.
That's a good word for it.
That this calendar that keeps showing up. And we could get it out.
Get the hint.
Get it. Yeah. Don't like you, calendar.
Go warm up the car.
Yeah. So we got another one of these, what I like to call Sudoku-don'ts.
Sudoku-don't.
Sudoku-don't. That's what it is. Sudoku-don't.
Sudoku-don't.
This is Sudoku.
Yeah.
It's a Sudoku-don't. It's a level medium.
Medium level.
Medium level.
Help me understand each each row is supposed to equal?
No clue.
I have no idea. Okay.
No idea. I don't understand it.
Okay.
There's an answer key on the back.
All right. Can we show the answer key?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
the-
There's the answer key. There you go. I mean, you can go back and screenshot that and try to do it on your own. I don't know.
If you don't have Sudokus available to
It's
you.
a medium level, so
Yeah.
if you can't do it, then you're medium dumb.
Okay.
I guess that's what I
Yep.
feel like we're being labeled by the calendar.
Please put it in the chat. Like, let me know kind of the rules of the game when it comes to Sudoku. I don't know.
You're not going to read that.
I will.
You don't need that. There's a thing called Google.
Okay.
Okay.
But here's the thing. What if we could challenge ourselves throughout the day to, like, not use Google? Like, use one another as resources and not use Google.
Oh, so you don't want accurate information. That sounds good. Yeah, let's not use the resources available to us. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, it'd be a fun challenge on things like this, where it's like, I could go to Google or I could go to Gary.
So basically, you're moving into the realm of let's be intentionally ignorant. That's what I'm hearing. Like when you're having one of those conversations, like what? Who was it in 1964 that won the Newbery Award?
Mm-hmm.
Man, how are we gonna find that out?
Well,
If only there was a device.
my grandma was a reader. I'm gonna call her. I bet you she knows. It could be fun. Starts conversations.
I hear what you're saying.
I've been intentionally ignorant a long time.
Here's another thing you can do. Look it up and then be like, I'm gonna call my grandmother and see if she remembers this book.
There it is.
I mean,
Yeah. Because it kind of gives you more information in the conversation. Because she goes, no, I was raising a family then. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We have another calendar.
We do.
It gives us a national day to celebrate, and day is National Garlic Day.
National Garlic Day.
You getting down on that?
Garlic is much needed in the cooking, don't you think?
Well, yeah. I just, it's a problem though. Like I want to celebrate it.
Yeah.
But there's like a whole part of, people, like a part of our broader community that can't
Yeah.
celebrate
That's right.
National
That's right.
Garlic Day, and
Yep.
I feel bad, with these situations where we're limiting them, and
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, it's really, really challenging.
You're talking about.
We can't celebrate the garlic.
All these people out here want to celebrate the garlic. They want to throw it around.
Yeah, you got that right. I'm gonna throw it around. Take that. Oh, take that. Take that. Take that. All that garlic. Get out of here, baby.
Oh, it's burned right
You know who I feel really bad for? Who? Italian vampires.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
what do you do?
What do you do? It's
What
like,
do you do?
I'm Vinny, the Italian vampire, and I can't eat the pasta.
I love a pasta primavera, but I can't have it.
Why do Italians always do this?
I don't
know.
I don't know if they really do. They still can have the cannoli.
The cannoli does not have the garlic.
If it does, it's made wrong.
I like to suck the ricotta out of the cannoli.
How do vampires talk?
It's tough.
With these teeth.
They're such smooth talkers.
They're so smooth.
What about a vampire with a speech impediment? Sorry, sister. I was about to suck your blood.
Suck it back. I can't do it. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
an Italian vampire.
Italian vampire.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Vinny.
Vincent Van Vampire.
Vincent Van Vampire. Oh, man.
Okay.
The garlic.
Garlic.
You know, what do you use garlic most in? Like when you're cooking? Like what do you ever put in your eggs? You ever do that?
No.
Okay.
I found that the garlic is one of the grossest dares that there are. Who wants to lick a gar?
Who wants to lick?
Where are you
a
gonna get
gar?
this gar? That's an ugly fish.
That is an ugly fish. Just
Garlic day.
Ah.
I licked it.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
gross.
hey, Robbie. Let's not lick those fish anymore, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Don't be licking any gar.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Is this the point where we jumped the shark? Is that what happened? Did we just do it? This was the day?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We jumped the shark.
With the garlic. Okay. Let's play Trivial Pursuit.
I love it.
All right, 6 questions on a Trivial Pursuit card. I'm going to guess it all 6. You're going to guess it all 6 because you got to play along. Because if you play along and you get all 6 right, you get a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay.
Man, can you work with Ariana? She struggles.
She's struggling.
Yeah. Okay. I see you drew from the newest cards.
I did.
40th anniversary edition. So these cards are hot off the presses. Let's go.
Okay. Blue.
Blue, geography.
Which single U.S. state grows coffee commercially?
What single U.S. state grows coffee commercially? This would be Kona coffee grown in Hawaii.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
All right. Fans of which long-running reality TV show voted Boston Rob Mariano its all-time greatest contestant?
All-time greatest contestant.
Boston
Based on your
Rob.
inflection in reading the card, it makes me feel like you're a fan of the show.
I'm a big fan.
Which leads me to give an answer since I listen to you when you talk. My answer is Survivor.
Survivor is correct.
Correctamundo.
Correct. Boston Rob was one of the best. Okay. Yellow.
Yellow, history.
When President Nixon resigned in 1974, he was replaced by whom? President Nixon resigned, 1974. He was replaced by whom?
The day he resigned.
I guess so.
Wow. Okay. Well, Spiro Agnew had already resigned, right? That's not the answer. Gerald Ford became president, but I don't know if that was the same day. It would have been like gone to like Speaker of the House or something.
Yet, I don't know if they mean the day.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford is correct.
Okay.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Purple.
Purple, art and literature.
In what novel does the character Amy Dunn disappear on her wedding anniversary? In what novel does the character Amy Dunn disappear on her wedding anniversary?
My answer is The Girl on the Train? No? Amy Dunn?
Made a movie a couple years back.
Oh, it's not like Finding Amy. That wasn't. No, I know the one you're talking about. It was a good movie.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, a really good movie. I did see it, and I liked it.
Pretty intense.
Very intense. I don't know the name. Chasing Amy. I don't know.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. There
Gone
it is.
Girl.
There it is. There it is.
Green.
Green. Science and Nature.
Okay. Oh boy. What is the popular term for the sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia, head pain caused by ingesting cold food or drinks too quickly? What is the popular term for the sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia, head pain caused by ingesting cold food or drinks too quickly?
Ice cream headache. That's what I call it.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Brain freeze.
Brain freeze. That's what it's more commonly referred to as.
Otherwise known as ice cream headache. It's on the card.
It is on the card.
It's on the card.
So if you said ice cream headache, that's right.
I mean, I think that's.
I already missed one. But
Oh.
yeah, we'll take it. It's on the card.
Yeah, it's on the card. Orange,
Orange, sports and leisure.
sriracha
Sriracha.
hot sauce features which animal in its logo? The Chinese zodiac sign of its creator, David Tran.
The answer is the rooster.
The rooster
Cock. Whatever. Is it rooster?
is correct. Correct.
Yep. Okay, well, I got 4 out of 5. I didn't get Gone Girl. I knew I did know it. Did not read the book, saw the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, we're gonna go a little over time.
Okay.
It's our show.
It's our show.
We're not paying for airtime. You can log off if you want, but we're going a little over.
Okay.
All right, with a little Everyday with Jesus, our daily
Everyday.
devotion in 140 characters or less. It says, God delivered you, called you, and empowered you to do great and courageous things for the kingdom. Be strong and very courageous. And then Joshua 1, verse 7, be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Yep, God's calling us to be strong and very courageous.
He delivered you. He's empowering you.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that is good. Strong and courageous.
That's right.
That verse, a couple years back, was really stuck out to me. So I made a shirt
Okay.
that said, I am courageous.
All right.
I got a picture of it.
Let's see it.
And it's this blue shirt, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite shirts. It says, I am courageous. That's me and Lachlan when he was a little guy. But I'd wear it all the time, and I just love that phrase, and I would leave it with people here today. I am courageous.
Yeah,
Proclaim
say
it.
Yeah, say it out loud. I
Yeah.
am courageous. Maybe even put it in the
Yep,
chat. I
that's
am
right.
courageous.
Yep. And it was from that Joshua passage,
Yeah.
you know. Be strong and courageous.
That's a big one for me. One I memorized a long time ago. Really believe it.
Yep.
Sweet. Be courageous today.
Yep.
You're created by God to be in a relationship with Him, and He's watching. So
Yep.
He'll celebrate the courage that He's put in you as it's expressed through you.
Yep.
To really love boldly, and with action. And I do want to say that was a very gettable Trivial Pursuit card.
Yes.
So I anticipate giving away some Pop Rocks today. If you got all 6 right, let us know. We'd love
Potentially a
to-
nasty note.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
So, depends on who it is. If your name's Karen, it's
It's going to be nasty.
pretty saucy.
It's going to be Karen-y.
I'm going to put the sriracha in that one. This is the day.